A hospital in Florida held this young lady hostage, untreated, for over 3 months and forced her mother to unalive herself in order to save her daughter's life. I know a lot of you follow me for my own personal retaliation case that I'm experiencing against my local hospital conglomerate, but this case blows my stuff out of the water. Take Care of Maya is the most important documentary that is currently out, in my opinion. Maya Kowalski suffers from a very, very rare disorder and had to actually go out of the country to receive treatments that saved her life. These treatments put Maya's condition into remission for about a year until her condition took a turn for the worst. The family brought Maya to Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Hospital staff made it very clear that they had never heard of Maya's condition and that they had no idea how to treat Maya's condition. Maya's mother, a Polish immigrant, was a fierce advocate for her daughter and tried to explain in every way possible the treatments that she would need. One staff member in particular found her to be too aggressive. This woman right here, Catherine, or Kathy Betty, and this woman right here, Dr. Sally Smith, decided to get Child Protective Services involved and claimed that Maya's mother was suffering from Munchausen's by proxy, meaning she was intentionally making her daughter sick for attention. Both Sally Smith and Catherine Betty had spoken to Maya's doctor and had all the records of her diagnosis and her treatment. They had made it abundantly clear that they were unwilling to give Maya the proper treatment for her disorder, chronic regional pain syndrome, which can be fatal. Now, this woman, Catherine Betty, was previously arrested for child abuse. I'm not going to read it out loud, but you can read what this article says. Despite her history, she was still employed to be the social worker at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. Eventually, the two women fought to prevent Maya's family from speaking to her altogether and continue to refuse her life-saving treatment. Maya's doctor sent Maya's mother a very frantic email informing her that due to her daughter's deterioration, if she did not get the medication that she needed, she would die. Text messages between these two women show that they just called young Maya ketamine girl and accused her of faking her symptoms and lying for attention, stating that she can't always be on and that she doesn't realize she's making physiological mistakes on days where her symptoms were a bit better than others. It became clear that they were not going to release Maya to her family while her mother was involved. And despite the fact that the hospital and these two women, Sally Smith and Kathy Beatty, knew that young Maya needed the treatment that they were refusing to give her and knew that her mother did not have Munchausen's by proxy, they wanted to torture the family. Maya's mother made one final attempt to bargain with the hospital, and it was unsuccessful. She knew Maya would not be released while she was in the picture. To save her daughter's life, her mother hung herself in their garage. Shortly after she passed away, Maya was released to her family. Neither Kathy Betty nor Sally Smith have been held accountable, and as a matter of fact, both of them continued to work there after this incident. An article was written about the Kowalski family a few years ago, and dozens and dozens of other families' reports started to fly in, and all of them stated that Sally Smith made things up and got Child Protective Services involved with a number of different families and held many, many children hostage. Many of these parents have actually faced prison time due to her false allegations. Kathy ended up changing her job and is still currently practicing as a social worker. She currently works in Clearwater, Florida at OBGYN Associates. This trial, or lack thereof, has been going on for about 5 years. The family has not gotten their chance to tell their story to a judge because the hospital attorneys keep putting off the trial because they know as soon as that family gets in front of a jury, they're done for. The family has one final chance in September of this year to try to get a trial. And if the hospital pulls any shenanigans, that's going to be it. Again, no one has been held accountable. No criminal charges have been pressed. And the family has to live with the trauma instilled on them by the hands of two sociopaths. Currently, St. John's All Children's Hospital is frantically deleting reviews, begging them to take accountability for their actions. And despite the fact that they said that they did not believe Maya nor her family that she had this rare condition, the hospital charged their insurance company for 3 months exorbitant amounts of money for treatment for the disorder they claimed she didn't even have. And I know with my personal story, people find it unbelievable, despite all of the evidence and receipts that I have. There is something very, very wrong with healthcare in this country, and the Kowalski family deserves justice. Please take the time to watch Take Care of Maya, because I feel that press is perhaps the only chance left that this family has at seeing justice.